Hello! How's it going? Good afternoon, everyone. Mwah. Hello. Hi, Phoenix. Hi, Hope. Hi, Core. Lovely to see all of you. Thank you again for being here. Save the Trail of Dawn. What? I have made pancakes. Oh, I see. Oh. Hi, Boopies! It's the hip-hop mom. It's me, I'm the cool mom. I'm the cool mom. I made pancakes. Oh, right. I think I logged out here in preparation of getting the next Wondrous Tales. Yeah. I think I last played on Sunday and completed my Wondrous Tale, so I was like, oh, if I log out here, I can get the next one. Okay. Binding Coil of Bahamut. Wonderful Tales. They're okay at best. How dare you? I'm back on the Wondrous Tales. I hadn't done it in ages. And then I learned that her mount selection got updated. Also, I think this is where I got my Ixion from. Ixion was in the last Moogle event, and I already had it, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I haven't done the actual Ixion event, but I already had Ixion. I think I got it from this. I think I got a silver commendation once and bought Ixion with it. But there's more mounts. And one of them, I really wish that FF let you preview mounts from the item. But as you can see, Ventress Kamui, there's a wolf. She has a wolf. And it's not a dungeon one. It's not like this is an alternate source. This is a unique one. And it is a gold certificate, so the likelihood of me getting it is extremely low. Yeah, I really wish you could click preview to see what a mount is. So there's a Saboteur de Luna, which I believe a Saboteur is the Captor things. The Magic Bed, and Wondrous Lena. So there's a wolf and a bird. I don't know what the troll looks like for the troll horn. And I don't know what a Calidontis is. I don't know what that is. And it's silver. There's something called a Construct 4S, which sounds like it's a machine of some kind. So that might be to your taste. Ignatius Incitaceous, I think, is another horse. So there's a horse, a bird, and a wolf. And then there's Ixion. And I don't believe there are any mounts in bronze, because it's... yeah, there's minis and prisms. In bronze. Hi, Raz! And Jay. Wondrous Tales Solver. Wondrous Tales Solver. Wondrous Tales Solver. So yeah. I am currently being a little more active on FF than I used to be. Because the squad has also been more active. Although I wasn't on last night because I was doing work. Because I have a lot of work to do. I saw, sorry. Give me a chance. God, you're so impatient. There you go, you've preemptively got crying before Friday. It's kind of a golem-looking thing. Oh, fair enough. Not my kind of thing. That's the wrong one. I don't think you understand what the word random means. When you get 7, you shuffle until there's a high percentage of getting the lines. Okay. Like, I do know about, like, shuffling and using the repeats and stuff. It also helps that we have 2 friends who are currently going through the MSQ for the first time. So every time they do a dungeon, we get more points. So currently we're in a situation where I'm regularly getting a lot of second chance points because I'm doing dungeons with newbies. Sneeze? I might sneeze. I've been sneezing a lot lately. I think it's the pollen. I've never done any of the Wonder Souls. I think the highest I've gotten is Silver, which I think is where I got Ixion from. Since I don't know if I'll be here tomorrow, I want to get this now. Happy Balloon Infestation Celebration Anniversary Day Jamboree Bash Birthapalooza Hypathon Bonanza Festival. Thank you so much, Strap. Very kind of you to say. Don't actually know what allergy I have. It's not pollen, but feels like pollen activates at the end of May and the beginning of June. Yeah, that's what we would refer to as hay fever. I have not historically had hay fever. To my knowledge, I don't have any allergies, but I have been... I thought this was little JC for a minute, and then I remembered I'm on EU servers. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I've never had hay fever in the past, but I've been sneezing a lot lately, so I'm wondering if I've developed it, because people can develop hay fever. Should I? Probably. Will I? No. Do I enjoy making people sad that I don't? Absolutely, yes. Understandable. Do I enjoy being difficult? Absolutely. That's a good quote. Should I? Perhaps. Will I? No. Do I enjoy being difficult? Most definitely. Great quote. I developed it 5 years ago. What a joy. Oof. Yeah. My mum doesn't suffer it, but my dad does very badly. And because I have been sneezing a lot lately, I'm like, oh good, I'm taking after Dad. Stolen from Alistair, yes. Well, it's, the distinction... I know that you don't care when it comes to spelling, but I think the distinction for me helps because obviously we have Alistair from Blood and Sand. Alistair from Has Been Hotel is Alistair with an O, technically, I believe. Alistair, whereas Alistair is our beloved Blood and Sand character. But I know you don't care about spelling all that much. Right. I've got a dungeon to queue for. What are my classes like? I think I can do it on Ninja, so I'm going to do it on Ninja, because Ninja is still much lower than Dragoon. Dragoon is still pretty far ahead of the MSQ level, because my MSQ level is 91, I think, so Ninja will fall behind if I'm not careful. But also, ironically, my Ninja actually has higher item level. That's because I haven't updated my gear yet. Whereas because I was leveling Ninja, it needed gear. So I just got the best gear I could for it. Because I was running around with level 70 gear on my Ninja. Even though I was in the 80s. So yeah, when I hit 90, I was like, let's just get full 90 gear. So yeah. Like, duty... Juicy Finder. Okay, I'm not in sync. Good. Dawntrail. First one. This, which is the name of the stream. Place. Also fairly late probably, but I remember you were gathering cool stuff for in-game wedding. How did that go? I hope it went smooth and you got a splendid outfit. Oh my god, girl. Hang on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold for like 5 minutes. What's that? You need someone to come with you? You may come with me if you want. I will not say no. DPS queuing has been so much better since the last patch. The thing that they added in, great. The cross server thing, fantastic. DPS queuing has been so much shorter. I used to say the average, if you were solo DPSing and you were queuing for dungeons, average wait could easily be like 15 minutes. Now it's closer to 5 for a solo DPS, which is huge. Silence tanks and healers who get upset when their queue lasts longer than 5 seconds. Entitled little shits. Right, sorry. I'm trying to find my screenshots folder. Because for some reason my screenshots folder is not the same as the games install folder. It was amazing. Curls was so beautiful. She was. She was. That's my wife. Me and Q lasts longer than it takes to close the window. God. Healers and tanks are so fucking entitled. There, I said it. Sincerely, a DPS. Time to stir the pot. I have one very important thing to do and then I will be there to assist. Thank you, very kind. I am currently trying to locate photos. Bagpipes sounds great, but they're very loud IRL. I love bagpipes. They are very loud, but I do enjoy a bagpipe. Hang on, I'm literally gonna have to, like, open up my thing to be like, where the hell do you save my screenshots? Because I can't actually find them. Yeah, that's where I thought it was. There we go. Right. These are just my screenshots. I haven't downloaded other people's screenshots. Hi, Ish. Yeah, you don't need to send them, Core. I do have them. I just can't find them. Yeah, I haven't actually downloaded all the pictures that everyone else has sent, so these are all mine. Look at us, we look so cute. My wife, look how gorgeous she is. Yeah, I blinked, god damn it. We did the decor. You get to pick what the decor is in this room. You get to pick, like, what color the flowers are and the carpet and, like, the lighting. And who the and who the what's the word? Efficient is? We chose a Moogle. I think Curls did say that she told a friend and like showed them the screenshots, and they were like, "Oh, it all looks great, but I question your choice of choosing the Moogle wedding." And I said, "Yeah, well, I question their taste." What do you mean? Moogle is the correct choice. And then we get wings. The only person more fabulous than the bride was me. You can't outdo the bride core. That's the rule. Yeah, look out for the man in the hat. Don't worry, we'll see you in a sec. But then we get wings. And then we smooch. Wedding photos. I don't know why there's a massive motion blur on this one. And then we walk down the aisle. Past everyone. There's Kay. And then we get our bridal bird! Which is, you know, the primary reason anyone gets married in this game is you get a bird! We get a bridal bird! Yeah, you can see that we went for I went for the night aesthetic. I did literally for probably like 10 seconds, I toyed with wearing a dress and I was like, nah, that's not the aesthetic of these two characters. The aesthetic of these two characters is if he wears the dress and Exa wears the armor. I'd taken the hat off that point. Was it the after photos? I love that in this cutscene, where you're on the bird, is programmed to be sunny. The moment we were put back in the world, it was raining. It was raining. Oh yeah, Chocobos on parade! Get the guilds with all their Chocobos! If you're a knight, when are you gonna start tanking? I ain't tanking for you, bitch. I'll tank for my wife. This is a true story. I think you guys know that I think most of the armor that I'm wearing is actually like paladin and tank gear. But here's a true story. Back when Curls proposed to me in FF, and they hadn't even announced the changes to the glamour system back then. So when she proposed to me, I literally had the thought in the back of my brain, oh no, I need to level Paladin. Because even then I was like, it's gonna be a nice in shining armor aesthetic is what I'm gonna go for. I tried a dress for 10 seconds and I was like, nah. So when she proposed to me, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to level Paladin. And then they announced the glamour changes and I was like, sick, I don't have to level Paladin. I love the Chocobo on parade. And then a really confused Sprout ran up, which was really funny. Very confused Sprout ran up and saw our wedding procession. He then left. I don't have a photo of it because I was leading, but we then did a wedding procession through the zone. And I was the one leading, so I don't have any screenshots because I was too busy making sure that I was going the right way. And then we went back to the FC and had a party. And then I cut the cake. And then I danced in the cake. And that's a screenshot of me getting a mount from fishing. So there we go. I don't know why my FF screenshots are not in order. I always thought that the number was meant to be like the time, but like there's screenshots from like 2 years ago. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at this. Look at that screenshot. That's not. That was a couple of months ago now. Yeah, so they're not in date order for some reason. There we go. Back to the game. Hello, darling. Yummy cake. Yeah, that was the wedding cake that we got. When you get married, you get a bird and you get cake. Right-click sort by, I never thought to do that. Yes, there is a sort inventory. Oh, you mean the photos, right. Yeah, that would be the sensible thing to do, huh? That would be the sensible thing to do. Anyway. Okay, well, you look so pretty. Oh my god. You look so pretty. Cake is still in the FC, it's still good. It's still good. It's been 3 weeks, it's still good. Alright. Let's go queue for this dungeon. Are you the class that you want to be? I will take the jump as a confirmation. It sorts by name, by default, and picture folder, same as music. Yeah, I think most Windows folders will sort by name by default. That's just how they're set up. Oh, look, she's got the bed! Wedding chocobo! It's so large! Street cold cake, it's still good. It's still good. You can freeze cake. You're married? Also, you get a wedding ring, which allows you to teleport to your spouse. Oh my god, you got the white big chocobo! I actually didn't know there was a white big chocobo. I knew there was a black one. Yeah, there's a wedding ring that lets you teleport to your spouse. Mold is just extra flavour. We can't keep this up, that's gross. Why is that just Ixion but with the human on him? I don't think I like that. Why did they fuse Ixion and Ramu? I don't know that I like that. That is a sentient being that has a human's face. Oh, there we go. I have Twin Tanya, which is from the refer a friend thing. Because I've referred so many friends to this game. There are still more refer a friend mounts. Steeple's fingers. Refer more friends to the game. Was that a vocal stim? Which one? Probably. Right, I need to pay attention because this is actually a story dungeon I have not done. There's something you're gonna hate later or love, to be honest. Oh boy. Oh, this fucking guy. It's already ticked, we are doomed with ADHD. It do be like that. Boobies! Boobies! Astounding. Also, holy shit, this guy is aura farming. Look at him. What is that sword? This dungo comes up very rarely. Really? I suppose it's in that awkward early stage where if people are in the low 90s, they would probably do a, like, you know, level 80 dungeon. That, you know, like an end of end there. Yeah. End of Endwalker's dungeon rather than a start of Dawntrail dungeon, you know? I can't get over this guy. That's crazy. And then there's this guy who is just in a sun hat. Girl? I can't actually tell because I can't zoom into them moving around. This person is on holiday. I think I've done it once from random queues, yeah. I can't imagine it has a very high priority in randoms. Jesus. That looks like Dragoon armor. Because Dragoon armor is usually the one that goes for this scale pattern. Because scale mail, dragons. I'm gonna have to look up what the difference between Fleeting Raiju and Forked Raiju is. Because as far as I could tell, they are the same. And I was like, why are there two abilities that are the same? Does lightning damage with a potency of 560, pushes target and does lightning damage with a potency of 560. So one pushes, one doesn't. And that's it. And I'm like, that's a weird thing to put in. Two moves that are exactly the same, but one pushes. Why not make the push one at least a little different? No! He's hunting a manatee! Where did it go? Where? Oh, probably down there. Beach Holiday expansion, we are not the main character here, no. Oh. Me being nosy. Yeah, Radiant Scale Mail. Yeah, Scale Mail is usually Dragoon fare. So yeah, he's wearing Dragoon armor, which I appreciate, obviously. In fact, I think I looked at that set, but in silver, for Wedding. Oh, Jesus! Oh, Jesus! There's shit everywhere! Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you, darling. In, out, shake it all about. They were literally like, hey, you've been doing story for like the last 6 hours. Wake up, it's time to do a dungeon. This time I gotta pay attention to the plot. There we go, I am in plot. What a tonky lad. Caster gear. Neat. That's right, we're fashion greeting everybody. Slims. Ooh. Bro, what? This tank wishes to do big pulls, I see. Something I technically need. Oh no, do we have to? He looks so sweet. Drowsy. Aww. Surely we could have just walked past him. Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay, glad you knew where to stand there. Oh, there were arrows, okay. Brother, ugh. Ugh. Okay, plonts again. And another one. No? Yes? Ninja does have a dash, I keep forgetting about it. Whoa, there we go. Level up for me. Nice. I got a new action. I don't know what that action is. Didn't I just get one of these? Yeah, I did. Doing very confident big pulls, but I'm doing enough. Me trying to desperately also drink my tea. Can only be executed while hidden, huh? That's an interesting ability to give a ninja at level 92. I don't like the look of that. Cool. Look forward to fighting that later. Good lord. He's in there somewhere. Well then. I've got a cutscene. Ah, it's the bug. Scyther's true. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, if they gave Scyther a Mega Evolution? Oh, it's an upgrade from Mug. Right, it's an upgrade. Ah! Interesting. If that is a thing. What? Okay. Ooh. What in the fresh hell? I did it! Sandworms come to the surface drawn by the vibrations from above. What is this, Dune? Yep, no. I had my fingers on the wrong keys. So I went forward instead of to the side. The bar's full, so I'm just gonna... 'Cause why not? Ugh. Oh boy! Rip. Oh, he was so close as well! So close! Damn! Oh my god, he's still going. Go on, I believe in you! Wait, what? Dark Knights can res? How did you get resed? Oh, he probably had a Phoenix down. I'm dumb. I should not have released. I did not know that. You can do it! You can do it, guys! Oh god, I'm stupid. Oop, there they go. Oh, there they go again. Come on, tank, you can do it. Okay, tank gets the commendation, but it'll probably have left before I can give him a commendation. Give that tank a commendation. I've got a cutscene to watch first, unfortunately. Even though it's Final Fantasy and it's like one of the most iconic items in Final Fantasy, I frequently forget about Phoenix Down in this game. Commendation. Tank. Tank gets commendation. Jesus. Thanks, Boopy! Sorry, I was bad in that. You did great. Maybe that's why people don't like queuing into this dungeon very much. Thank you, Boopies. Ooh, pretty.
This is as far as we can go on foot, it seems. We'll have to head back and see about fixing the boat.
Hey! Everyone all right?
Hey! Wuklamat! Yeah, evidently the 4 that you do the dungeon with if you do it single player. I guess that's something they take into account now for all their dungeons, is which NPCs would be with you if you did the single player run. I was worried we might not catch up to you. Those caverns you traverse were dug by the Yokui as they're in their search for gold. Remnants of their excavations can be found throughout this region. Well, I appreciate the lesson, oh wise guide. Are we, landing this boat anytime soon? Our river journey's almost over. Proof of that, you need only look ahead. Falls were impressive enough from a distance, but almost too much now. Yes, amazing. Now, please let me off. Off topic, I discovered there's another set of nail glams. Oh, really? No. No more boats. Are you okay? Oh, you're not alright. Different model as well. Oh, neat. I should be surprised if she was. Even without the nausea, we're all spent. There's a mountain shelter nearby, a resting spot for those who've ascended the stairs. I suggest we make use of it. It would be a welcome respite. Have you the strength to walk for a short walk, look, Matt? We can rest along the way, too. Damn it all. Promise is meant to lead from the front, not mule and moan like a sick kitten. Aww. Poor girl. Wuklamat. Ignore me, it's the noise you're talking. I'm fine, really. Lead on, I'll follow. Very well, but if I might say one thing. Just because you're a promise or a claimant for the throne doesn't mean you can't be seen to struggle. You needn't bear this burden alone, so please don't hesitate to talk to us. We're always willing to lend an ear. Cats are not made for walls. Exactly. But cry a lie. Everyone's allowed to be weak sometimes. You as well, Exa? Mm-hmm. Always believe this is my problem alone, but perhaps you have the right of it. Is not what your father trying to teach you that you can rely on others? It's about working together? That's what this whole thing is trying to teach you. Alright, I'll talk about things. Just give me a moment to collect my thoughts. Of course, as long as you need. Excuse me. We'll be waiting at the shelter when you're ready. And it's raining. Has to be sunny in the cutscene, raining here. I've long felt that I could never tell anyone when I was confused or hurting that admitting to witness would bring shame to Papa's name. But if you say you're willing to listen, then there are things I'd like to talk about. Hey. Come on, let's catch up to the others. Ah, now we're in the northern part of the zone that I didn't have initially. Yeah, we found all of the Aether currents, thank you, Paul. So I just gotta do quest. I've seen these before. I love these little gecko dragons. Look at them. Little gremlins. They're called false nails and they look just like painted nails instead of spikes from the golden saucer. Is that PK? It could be. He is in Final Fantasy somewhere. That's all we know. We should stop here for the night. I understand the desire to rush ahead, but we need to recuperate from our punishing river adventure. Then let's settle in. We need to cook a fire and there's meals preparation to be done. Cutscene time.
I've been meaning to ask, but how does one become the adopted child of the Dawn Servant?
I was but a ball of fuzz at the time, so I don't remember much.
Oh, baby,
My earliest
welcome
memories are of life in the palace. All I know is that I was born in Ikbrash, a village in Yaktel. But I've never bothered to return there. As far as I'm concerned, Ulul Jaja is my only parent.
I quite understand. I have no memories of my birth parents either. For a while, I wanted to learn who they were. But over time, that curiosity waned. Galuf was my dear grandfather, and he was all I needed.
Oh.
So our situations were quite similar. Even though Papa already had a trueborn son, he raised me and Kona with no less love. One time, I'd wandered off alone into the forest and gotten lost. Before I became a meal for some beast, Papa dropped everything and came to my rescue.
Aww.
I was scared and sobbing and ready for a scolding. But the head
Love
of
these
resolve
rainbow trees.
praised me for surviving the ordeal. I did get my lecture from the head of reason, though. He went on and on about the dangers of the jungle and all the horrible ways I could have died. Growing up, Papa was kind and patient, but a tyrant when it came to training. Now, of course, I realize he was preparing me for my duties as a promise. For all the good it did.
Oh.
There's so much I failed to learn about my own country. Whether it's alpacas or Ihihana, I hardly know anything. I've lived such a sheltered life, yet convinced myself I understood Tural and its people. I don't have Kona's education, or Zoralja's strength. I'm all bluff and bravado, not fit to bear my title.
Aww. The Repo cosmetic update came out. Oh, did it? Oh, that'll be fun. Because you actually have to play the game to unlock them. Vanilla Repo run. Excuse me. And kart racing? Kart racing? What? Do you mean that they like they've added in vehicles to it now? Baby word on that. I'll send you the video. Yeah. I'll watch it after stream. Thank you. Maybe we'll dip into Repo tomorrow. I don't know. Tomorrow is going to be vibes mostly. I reckon I'll spend probably the first half, because it's 12 hours, so the first 6 hours are probably going to be me playing a single-player game. And then when it gets to 6, I will likely be stopping for food. After that, I will probably... my thought was to check out Birdwatching Game, and then maybe Sled Game, since Sled Game came out and I haven't actually had a chance to play it with people yet. But maybe we could also do a dip in Repo and check out the new Repo update. It would be unmodded, because if the new update just came out, all the mods would be broken. Was it Repo that had the truck? No, that was Lethal Company. Because I literally have a clip about that in the making for shorts. No, but Repo has added in vehicles, but they're like bikes. They're not like trucks. They're like bikes. They kind of look like, I believe. I think. Watch on Semiworks YouTube channel. That'll tell you. I'll tell you all about the update. The games are rather similar. They're similar. We talked about this before. They're similar, but I definitely prefer Repo. And it's a shame because, like, obviously a lot of people did compare Repo to Lethal Company, but Repo was not made as a, like, take on Lethal Company. Repo started as a cleaning sim, would you believe? It started as a cleaning sim. And the idea was that you were meant to clean the places. And then instead it sort of grew into this thing where you reclaim the items instead. Content warning is probably still my favourite. That one was very short-lived, wasn't it? The dumb little videos at the end. They are silly. I've got a couple of content warning videos from when we played it that are very silly. Anyway, you can't measure your worth by the success of others. Think words to remember.
Don't compare myself to my siblings, you mean? I think I see what you're saying. My reasons for joining the contest have nothing to do with my brothers. It's always been about the Turali and what I can do for them.
Yeah.
You said it yourself. How important it is to properly know something. To hear the voices of others, empathize with how they feel, and think how best to serve. In so doing, you'll come ever closer to being the person you wish to be.
I'm sorry, everyone. I've been a fool. From this moment on, I'll stop trying to be the promise I'm not. I won't feign strength to hide my weaknesses. Step by step, I'll learn all there is to know and love about Tulihyolal and my fellow Turali.
Yay.
It might not be the smoothest path, but it'll be a path of my own making. I will find the City of Gold for all of us, along with the answers you seek about your grandfather, Kryl. I swear.
Aww.
I appreciate it, Wuklamat. But you needn't take on that burden as well. Galuf Baldessian dedicated his life to protecting people from all manner of threats. As his granddaughter, I wouldn't wish to endanger others for the sake of a personal investigation. So let's just concentrate on winning the contest. We have a shared goal, and, if at all possible, I'd rather we enjoy the journey.
Hear, hear. We are companions on the same road, bound
Cool.
for the same destination. With our combined talents, nothing will stop us from reaching the Golden City.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
Aww. I do really like Wuklamat. Yeah, she's great. Oh, meanwhile, we've got a meanwhile. No more meanwhile in Garlemald. Just meanwhile.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
They seem to be enjoying themselves. Are you sure you don't want to go and say a word to your sister?
Aww.
Nay, there is no need for that.
They're on a date.
But
What, and Kona's third wheeling?
Wuklamat's allies are your comrades. It must feel strange to be rivals.
Helping you
Yes.
has made us rivals, aye. But we're not about to break into fisticuffs over it. Unless, of course, it is a matter of winning or losing the contest. Then I'll have no qualms about putting Alize on her rear.
Wow.
Despite our long history, never have I been given the chance to test myself against our companions. The thought stirreth within me a most unexpected sense of competition.
Lamachi has surrounded herself with distinguished figures indeed. One of the Studium's finest graduates, the head of the students of Bardesian. And then there's Eorzea's vaunted champion. If she's half the hero you say, then the odds are stacked against us. Not that I have any intention of bowing out. Our time in Urkelpacha only served to strengthen my resolve. We saw how a single storm cut off the alpaca roots and threw my people's lives into disarray. Such uncertainties are why I advocate for the adoption of Sharlayan innovations, that Tuli Yolal might know greater stability and prosperity. Our nation can change for the better. And I will be the man to change it.
Well, it's a start. I imagine your experiences on this journey, all the things you'll hear and feel and think, will help you refine that
He said the
approach.
thing! Yeah, feel, think.
But to return to the subject of the rite, I'm a touch concerned by the condition for victory. The claimant who breaks the seal becomes Dawnservant,
Fish.
not the one who performed the 7 feats first.
The would-be victor need only possess the 7 keystones.
That is correct. As the contest wears on, we must brace ourselves for greater conflict.
It'd be awesome to get a cyan tattoo, but not on my neck. I know, right? Every time I see it, I do think, oh, God, that must have hurt.
Your rivals still lag behind. The second and third promise may have recruited competent lackeys, but none compared to you. How can they hope to compete with the resilient sun? The only child ever sired by a two-head. Only the ignorant or foolish could fail to see that you were born to be Dawnservant.
Such titles mean nothing.
I neglected to mention, when I first heard the rumors that the contest involved the Golden City, I spoke in confidence with Gulul Jaja's inner circle. They all agreed on one thing. Whoever reaches the City of Gold will attain a power so great, it can dictate the course of history. If this power truly exists, then I humbly beg a fair share of it.
Bold?
Time is passing, and I would put my plans in motion without delay. The useless tool is cast aside after all. And just so there is no misunderstanding, you consent to this course, no matter who is made to suffer.
In battle, everyone bleeds. The Dawn's promise is no exception. What better lesson to teach our people the folly of war?
Oh, there's some shenaniganry going on. Oh, and then there's this asshole.
was hoping for a good scrap, but this bloated sack of bile was no challenge at all. I wonder if the house cat is dead yet. Be a shame to lose a plaything, but we'd still have 2 more.
If I may ask, Chosen One, what are your plans for Tuliyollal after you take the throne?
Plans? What makes you think we care about all that? We care only about the contest and proving our superiority.
You don't even have any plans?
Please, mother and father. Yes, and when we become Dawn's servant, we'll drive out the weakling masses and invite our king to live in the city. Fine idea! Our family deserves better than that rotten jungle. Back to it then. We must catch up to that one-headed pretender and remind him of the natural order.
I made it.
You fell behind? You're a dead
we were
man.
Missing someone. Where have you been?
You're a dead man.
Oh, I feared I was done for when I fell from the boat. Yet somehow I made it. Oh, my arms, I can barely lift them. If I could just rest a moment.
You expect us to wait for you? Those who can't keep up will be left behind. My brother has spoken. March, or be fodder for the beasts.
But I followed the teachings. Everything I've done, everything I've sacrificed, all has been for the blessed seedlings. Wait. Don't leave me behind! I'm begging you!
He cares not. Yeah, we do hate this one. This guy sucks. That guy's a jackass. It's still raining. Sus smells are enough to earn a dislike, Being able to say those things has brought me such relief. It's like a stone has been lifted off my chest and I can take a full breath at last. I don't want to encumber myself like that again. I want to be better, will be better, for myself and for my people. Yeah. Mobbling settlement of Earthenshire is not too far away. Be warned, the road we're taking is favoured hunting ground for bandits. With the stairs completely impassable, there'd be fewer travellers, meaning the brigands will be desperate for victims for ambush. Although considering present company, I suppose my concern is unwarranted. Bandits on the road? What have Zaralja and Lansgard been doing? Seems like it's up to me to restore the area. And off she goes again, for now. We'll head west and aim for the bank of the second river. The husband is home. Look at them. An alpaca keep. Funky little anteater kind of guys. Hey look, bandits! We done it! Yay! Oh, the bird that I like. It costs money. Sag. I'd still have my dragon though. They don't look like Doritos. Doritos? What? The bird you like? Which one? You like all birds? Yeah, well... What's your point? Where are these bandits? They're back there, Woodclamat. Weren't you paying attention? Ah, bandits. Dodgy Doritos. Anniversary bird thing, yeah. The one that you could get for free in the game, but I couldn't afford a sub at the time. The red and blue one. Apparently they're not foolish enough to attack a party of this size. Earth and Share is a little bit further ahead on the opposite bank of the river. Let's remain vigilant. The Rising Phoenix, that's the one. I couldn't afford to have a sub at the time, so I missed it. Now it's like, hey, buy it. Company's gotta make money. I suppose it's better than it being, like, limited time, and then you just can't get it. I guess. I guess it's better than just being like, oh, you didn't have a sub for this one particular month a year ago. Too bad, you can never get the mount again. So it's like, eh. My dancer outfit is on the cash shop now as well. Yeah, they do that. They do that quite a lot because the werewolf ears were a Halloween thing, like before I was even playing, I think. And they're on the shop now, so it is common practice for them to put stuff on the shop afterwards. I'm just trying to think now. I don't think there's any other mounts that really take my fancy, I think. Because I think a lot of the shop mounts are like there's the big carbuncles, which is probably the closest. And then I can't really think of anything else other than the bird, but like the bird is probably the only one I would really get. Yeah, there's motorcycles, but I don't like motorcycles. I don't go for mechanical mounts. The Shiba is the only one that has to be like, The Shiba is cute, like, yeah. I don't mind the cute ones, like the Shiba and the Chocobos and stuff. Because, like, the Maine Coon is also cool. But yeah, I don't go in for mechanical ones. Yeah, I think it's just the Phoenix. Which is funny because when it comes to WoW, maybe it's just the mount style that FF has. When it comes to WoW, there were like loads of mounts on WoW's mount store that I was like, ooh! But FF's, I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. I still like to collect mounts. I'm happy I was able to get the car. Yeah, I didn't get... I don't believe I got the car. Oh, I missed that. I need to turn off auto scrolling again. This is why I usually have auto scroll off, because I talk with chat. Earthenshire, Ilshire... Might be a similarity in culture inclination, I wonder. A lot of the super nice mounts are achievable, though. That's what I mean. Like, a lot of the cool mounts in FF are actually in-game rather than shop, whereas in WoW, it's like a lot of the coolest ones are shop ones, because obviously they want to get money off of you. With the exception of the 8-player one. But as we had a discussion about it when we were doing treasure maps of, like, there's only one 8-player mount. I think simultaneously there should be more options for 8-player mounts, but also it's once in a blue moon that you need it. It's ugly as fuck. You could say that. I said this before. I appreciate the design because it's a reference to the ship from Final Fantasy IV. It's just not my thing because I don't like mechanical things. I get that it's meant to be like a sci-fi spaceship thing. It's not my vibe. I need to steal a few people to try to get the Guibers. I want the Stompy Mech Dragon. Yeah, I figured you would. To be fair, I'm missing one. So I could get it just for the sake of completion and mount collecting, but I would never use it, because I don't like mechs. If you use the Dark Arts, you could turn it into a bus or a train and earn Percy so much better. They should make a dragon. They should make a big dragon that can carry 8 people. Summers themselves couldn't be more different, though. The Shire appears custom-built to resemble pots, while the other is a repurposed town. Copies! Is this where I get my mug? Welcome to Earthenshire. Do I have the pleasure of happy greeting the third promise and her retinue? That's us. We're looking for the Dawn Servant Selector, if you happen to know who that is. You're exchanging tongue flaps with her right now! Redirect is the lector you seek! Should I stop doing that? Is that too annoying? 8-person Doom/Ghost Train mount would go amazing. Ghost Train would go so hard, and then it's like you're appealing to old FF fans again, because Ghost Train is iconic. That's helpful. We can cut straight to performing the feat. As much as Ready Rock? Yeah, Ready Rock. Ready Rock would like to do that. We have much more pressing worry. I enjoy it when Blue exchanges tongue flaps with chat. The storm has hit our village, shattered the cliffs and dropped rocks on our brain cases. Many help hands from the Potsworn are injured. There's no time for feats or metal tests. I'm sorry to hear that. After learning what the storm did to the stairs, I feared you'd been caught in its path. Not to change the subject, but what are the Potsworn? Goldsmith contracted to work for the Moblins. The word comes from the pot-like workshops where they practice their craft. The Moblins provide these Potsworn with tools, materials, living quarters, and everything that artisans could possibly need. This allows them to concentrate on producing what is widely known as the finest gold and metalwork in Tyrell. This is unacceptable! I was promised no distractions! If this is the best they can offer, I should never have left that place. Oh dear. Meaningful glances exchanged. You see, the Potsworn desert us. Without enough healthy hand flaps, we are failing to uphold our side of the Pot Pact. Yeah, whatchamajiggy place. Should all our Potsworn leave, Earthenshire will grind to a halt. We have to do something, and do it soon. Then let us stand in for the injured helpers. It would give me a chance to learn more about your people and your village, and if it brings us closer to beginning the feat, then all the better. This isn't strictly part of the contest, so don't feel obligated to join in. Take a rest while you can. Of course I'll help. I'm hoping the stairs get fixed eventually, but unfortunately, just like Foundation, I don't think it will. I feel like if it was going to get fixed, it would have been in the last patch, because it was the last patch, because they're not really going to be updating this zone anymore now, because it's going to be the next expansion. So if they were going to fix it, it would have been now. I was hoping you'd say that. I actually wasn't sure I could do this on my own. We'll all help. I doubt any of us could sit around and watch. We'll take every help hand we can get. Ready Rock Truth swears that once the Potsworn have their perfect workshops again, we will commence the feat with all haste. You and the Third Promise can assist help hand Rakarok. Get your winter parkers ready. It's time for Final Fantasy Iceborne! Your other four follow Ready Rock. These are the help hands in need of hand lending. I really appreciate you pitching in. I meant what I said at many fires. There's no more feigning strength, no more paying it being an invincible promise. There's one thing I've learned on this journey, it's how practiced you are at aiding those in need. And I need to make the most of having an incredible mentor at my side. Now let's find this Rakarok fellow and see what we can do for him. What I miss? We had a little heart-to-heart over the fire. And we had a little meanwhile segment where we can see that all the other parties who are also trying to do for this have got it's a little suspicious. They're being a bit suspicious. It's a little suspicious, not gonna lie. Oh, Boopies, what have you done? There's no post-Moogle here! What have you done? This is why I shouldn't talk about things on stream. What have you done? If that's what I think it is, I may cry. We saw Stin and his boyfriend on a date. No, we didn't, Core. No, we didn't. We saw Thancred and Urianger. We didn't see Estinian at all. Rakarok can't meet his obligations without more help hands. The pot pact is broken and the pots are emptying. Boopy, you're a sweetheart. You've come to aid Rakarok. Rakarok accepts your hand lending with joyous feel smileys. I get those two names confused. How? How? Whatever you need. Who has the joyous feel smileys? I do. They're both E names. Both E names? Thancred and Urianger. Which start with a T and a U. Do you wanna take this shovel and keep digging, Core? Because I don't think you're getting out of this one. Rakarot needs is for new Hellpans to create good living for Potsworn. The Hellpan has assigned Kahi to her was hurt during Rock Rain, so Rakarot took over, but he knows nothing of Kahi. What does Kahi want? What does Kahi need? Hellpans do not bother the Potsworn with straight tasks. Our job is to observe and anticipate, to prepare things with guess think. Please guess think with Rakarot. Find out what Kahi is lacking so we can provide it. Estonian and area. Estonian? The country of Estonia? The whole country of Estonia. This is where Kahi works, is it? Let's take a peek inside then. John Estonia. He's clearly too hot. That must be Kahi. It's a lot quicker if we could talk to him, but that's not the way they do things around here, apparently. We'll have to leave him be and try our hand at some guess think. He's very clearly too warm. Inspect the workshop, you may move the camera. Yes. He's going like two women walked into my workshop, looked around, said nothing, and then left. He's very clearly too hot. It must be boiling sitting so close to the furnace. There's no airflow to speak of. How could anyone work in that stifling heat? Although the furnace itself is not a thing we can investigate. It's also pretty worn down. Maybe it's time for some new ones. He has no shortage of crafting materials. There must be something else he is missing. New tools and ventilation. Ooh. Barely touched his meal. That dish is meant to be eaten hot or it loses its savour. Is that shakshuka? Is that the one? Where it's like a rice dish with an egg? Is that what that is? Those Estonian spear-wielding dragon riders. Oh yes, this is what Estonia is famed for. After taking a good look, I think I have an idea of what things Kay may need to improve his working conditions. Let's head back outside and talk to Rakarot. The winged hussies! Make your observations? What did you guess think? First off, I noticed he hasn't touched his food. An empty belly can't be good for his concentration. Maybe the cooking isn't to his liking. But our food is very mouth-pleasing. Why wouldn't he want to eat it? But Rakarok is sure of nothing when it comes to Kahi's tastes. I can help you with that. My brother Kona is also Pitsaro, and while everyone has their personal preferences, there are some they tend to share. Like an aversion to piping hot dishes. If it was brought to him like that, he probably wouldn't have been able to eat it till it cooled down. By the time he came to it, he might have found it cold and unappetizing. The simple solution is to serve dishes that taste good no matter the temperature. Rakarok could never have thought of that, with the third promised mind explaining these things to our cook. Not at all, but I don't think that's the only reason Kahi couldn't concentrate. The Heistra homeland is hot and dry, but even Kahi seemed to be suffering in the front of that furnace. Is there any way you can cool down the workshop? We could try a drafty shard. They make lovely breeze. Do you know where we can get one of those? You can gather from shoals of no return. There are many old boats there, abandoned by those who gave up on their research for the Golden City. Ooh. Estonian Dragoon sounds like a sports team. Yeah! Let's go sports team! We salvage them from the wrecks. Could you handle that for us, Exa? Yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah. One more thing. From what I could tell, Kahi's files and saws were, things were very worn down. Maybe a new set of tools are in order. Rakarok was too preoccupied with sorting materials, a serious oversight which he will rectify. Supplying good tools for a good living is a help-hand's responsibility. So we all have work to do. We can meet back here and when our tasks are done. Shoals of no return are past crags through a tunnel southeast of here. You should be able to spot the passage from just outside the village. Ryanjay, he's the Estonian Dragoon. Oh my god, there's so many things wrong with that sentence. There's so many things wrong with that sentence. I'm in pain, yes. Core loves to do this. There's like the way that they've done the texture of like the slight highlights on the edge is like that's not just a marking, that's like an actual like duct or something on their face. Like that's actually like slightly in slightly. You good? You good? You were all saying uh-oh, but everything is fine on my end. You were all saying uh-oh, but everything is fine. 0 dropped frames, connection excellent. Twitch status, okay. That was weird. We saw the no camera symbol. Really? Fascinating. Twitch status. All systems seem operational. No incidents reported. Weird. Okay. I don't know what to tell you guys. I got nothing. We were gone, you were gone, there was many feel sads. Do not have the feel sads. It is time for happy makes. I am here. Weird. Huh. Huh. How bizarre. The issue with caring for the pot swarm. Yeah, I was saying, I knew that these were like markings that they're born with. This isn't like a face paint thing. But the cutscene where we saw his face up close kind of made me realize that these evidently have like not texture but like a depth to them because of how they've like done the edge lighting on them, of how like the edge of them catches the light. Is where his glasses go. Kinda, yeah, I mean, in a way, yeah, like, the way this has been textured, these are, like, actually, like, almost like extended tear ducts or something? Like, that's not flat, that's been textured so that it has depth to it. The indents is because he wears them all the time. And what about every other Makose? But yeah, I knew that they were facial, they were like markings that they were born with, not a face thing, but I've realized, it was kind of just now that it made me realize that they must have like an actual like texture to them. Like if you ran your finger over that section of face, you would like feel a slight depression, I guess. Which makes me wonder if they have to like have a... Do Makose have to have a really intense like facial routine so that they don't get like gunk in their face ridges? I don't know what to call them. That sounds really gross, but it's a valid question. The issue caring for the pot sworn. When they approached me with that problem, I suggested they commission artisans in Sharlayan instead. The quality of craftsmanship would be guaranteed after all. Kaona, that doesn't fix the problem. The Moblins do not care for the idea. Surely it would be more effective to engage a uniformly trained collective. I cannot understand their fixation on individual contracts. You cannot change people. Perhaps the custom will make more sense once we begin with the feat of pots. Until then, we've been deemed unfit to assist in the manner of help hands and are instead tasked with tending to the injured. On our way back from procuring herbs for Oyanje, in fact. Settlements in Kazumuka too have been isolated in the storms of destruction. What would have become of the wounded had we not found a way here? Should I become Dawn Servant, one of my first acts will be to establish reliable trade routes to the capital. Then I imagine how much good we can achieve with Sharlayan technology. He's like... Your problem is that you're too obsessed with Sharlayan. You can't turn Tulialal into Sharlayan 2, okay? You're too obsessed with it. Yes, Sharlayan technology can improve people's lives, but you can't just turn this place into Sharlayan. And he's thinking the same thing, possibly. My apologies, I have much to consider. If you'll excuse us. We'll meet again soon, I'm sure. Take care, Exa. Aha. You spot the tunnel opening, head through the passage to the Shoals of No Return and recover the Drafty Shard. A wind crystal of some kind. There you go. Whoa, what is that? Oh, what is this? That's cool looking! It's a plant dragon! That's cool as heck. I don't know why in the cutscene I thought the character was looking that way, but apparently the character was looking this way. Giant chameleons! Jungle iguana. Pretty sure that's a chameleon. Pretty sure that's a chameleon, not an iguana. And then we go through this tunnel, right? Wait, no? Yes? No? No, I did go completely the wrong way. Oh, Jesus. I don't know why my brain was like, well, that's clearly the tunnel. Evidently not. The tunnel is evidently right there where you can't see it. Back again, what did I miss again? Rewatch the VOD! Yeah, on X's face, for female Mikote, the like cheek stripes are like birthmarks, facial marking, and then for Exa specifically, she also has face paint on top of that. So the white here is face paint, but these dark lines underneath and a little bit on her forehead are like birthmarks that Mikote have. Oh good, more rolls. Why are these guys everywhere? Ugh. An orange crystal? That is not what we need. Rock candy. Mel and Mikos fell asleep with their headsets on. You're just gonna leave it? That's free rock candy. Alright, green is what we are after, if it's wind. Remember when these were like... Remember when this exact model was like crucial to the plot? Back in Realm Reborn. Before stream ends, I will port to somewhere with a post movie. Even the houses look like big pots. Is that a cool breeze Rakarok feels? How? How do you feel it? Ears? Okay, I guess you get a pass. I guess that gets a pass. Yes, thank you for Seek finding a drafty shard. Rakarok will add it to the new set of tools he brought. I come bearing good tidings. The cook has prepared a feast fit for the most discerning Haestro, and that is on its way even as we speak. Let's go in and see what Kehei thinks of our efforts. I was wondering what occasion called for me to receive so many visitors. A fine meal, new tools, and a welcome source of cool air. Now I remember why I signed a pot pact. I'm grateful for your kind considerations. Allow me a moment or two and I'll reciprocate with a piece of worthy of a potswoman. An oil lamp to brighten the halls of Volok Shun Shah. The craftsmanship satisfies Earthen Shire's reputation for quality, I trust. Such luster, such brilliance, truly a gift for the Dawn Servant. Glad you like it. Considering the time I've wasted till now, I hope to continue crafting at this improved pace. I have a contract to fulfill after all. Forgive my interruption. Lanachi, I am told the Elector has deemed the crisis past and is prepared to task us with the feat. That's great news. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, thanks for letting us know. You didn't have to do that. That was very kind. So this is the craft of a potsworn. It is indeed a masterful piece. Oh, thank you for your words of praise, Second Promise. I drew inspiration from Kazumuka's natural beauty and I sought to capture it in my work. I wondered why the Moblins did not simply build a workshop in the city, and now I have my answer. Even Charlian goldsmiths could not easily replicate such exquisite artistry. See? Hi Vars, it's going well. How are you? One cannot create great things if one lacks creative impetus. Tudio unfortunately does not want for inspiration. Anyone wishing to learn the basics of the craft would do well to study it there. I was raised among Heistro, more traditional than most. And the shared ingenuity of Tyrell's various peoples was eye-opening. You live as traditional Heistro. I have a few fond memories of nomadic life. What was that face? Do you regret that fact? I clocked it. Do you regret that? Just finished work walking to the subway. Ah, fair enough. Rock is very grateful to you. I thank you both for your hard work and clever guess think. When it comes to help handing, knowing potsworn is really important. That's true pretty much for everyone you meet. It's a lesson I've had drummed into me several times already on this journey. The Elector bids the claimants assemble in the large building on the west side of the village. I will head over there after finding Thancred and Urianger. I also ran into the Levier twins on the way there. I took the liberty of directing them to the venue. Aw, again, you didn't have to do that. We're rivals. It's not his job to make sure I know a feat is starting, but even now, he's conscientious to a fault. Conscientious, I believe that was. Anyway, let's not keep Ready Rock waiting. Oh my god, they gave him burritos! Burritos! They look good. Redrock thanks you for assisting and help-handing Rekarok. She will announce the feat once other claimants arrive, so please be patient a little while longer. Guessing this will be voiced. It's not. I'm happy to report that we were able to convince one of the potsworn to stay. How did you fare? Hug. Blue is the Azure Dragoon, so by definition Estinian cannot be. I am the Azure Dragoon, bitch. Funny thing, that might be canon though, because Estinian renounced the title. I don't recall the player ever renouncing their title. You managed to do the same. Splendid. Oh, way up. Welcome to Earthenshire, First Promise. We support your plans for salt crossings and new potsworn they will bring. How the mighty Zoralja! He cleared many piles of rockfall as if they were pebblestones, the resilient sun for the Dawn Servant. Zoralja was clearing fallen rocks. I'm surprised he would volunteer his time for anything unrelated to the contest. Oh well, we meet again. Oh god, they're all here. Just in time for the feat to begin. I bet he was already here, laying low while the rest of us did the work. Claimants, your attention, please. As Ready Rock has explained, many of our potsworn left us following the storm. Precious metalwork crafted by those artisans bring much jingly shine from across the salt. Should our stream of trade goods dry up, Earthenshire will suffer, Tuliyola merchants will suffer. Ready Rock sets you this feat. Each of you are to find one clever hand goldsmith to bring back here to us. Which recruit new potsworn makes sense for the feat of pots. Calling this a feat does not justify taking advantage of the claimants and their influence. How does finding workers for you demonstrate their worthiness for the throne? You are free to refuse Ready Rock's request. She will be happy to inform the door servant of Geraljar's disqualification. The right is a means to an end. The steps we take to get there are not important. Everyone missing the point! Ready Rock declares the feat of pots begun. Remember, a pot pact must be agreed willingly. No grab snatching or deceitful tongue flaps. You. The Elector said nothing about taking the willing artisan from a rival. Which is exactly what we should do. Oh boy. They didn't mention kidnapping, so is it allowed? They did mention kidnapping, but they didn't say kidnapping because they're goblins and they have different words for things. They did say you can't kidnap people. Fine suggestion, brother. I'm glad you think so, brother. Come, let us lay our plans. We're literally stood right there. That nasty brute is up to something. He may seek to delay us as he did on the river. We can but remain vigilant while we plot our course. What do you think, Wicklamat? Have you any candidates in mind to satisfy this feat? Funnily enough, I know some artisans amongst my supporters, but they're all in their twilight years. Funnily enough, I think we do know someone. I couldn't ask them to give up the comforts of Tuliyola to live in this remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. Meanwhile, Kona probably has 100 young craftspeople to choose from. Not that I'm comparing us, you understand? That's just a statement of fact. Suppose we could try asking around that place. Seems a logical place to start. Back to Tuliyola it is. What about our friend who came with us on the boat? Wait, does that mean we have to take the boat again? No, 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 I can't do it. I can't stomach another boat ride. You said I should set my burden, so I will speak plainly. Truth is, I get really, really sick on boats. Yeah, we know. We know. Ooh, Clamat, this is hardly news. But that was brave of you to admit. In any case, we won't be fighting the current this time. Heading downriver will be much smoother. It will. Are you sure? I'm positive, mostly. Reaching the subway station so I won't have a connection. See you later. Bye, boss! Have a good journey. Has to be done willingly, but if you poach another person, that's okay. Apparently. That's not kidnapping. It's still bad play. Oh, I need a moment. Upriver or downriver? It's too rough for me. Nausea is a bit more bearable now that I've stopped trying to hide it, but I'd still rather not step on a boat if I can help it. I think I'm ready. Let's see if Master Rupley can help us recruit a potsmith. I was about to say these guys need some chocobos, but technically in the lore not every chocobo can fly. It's only because we're the player that we have chocobos that can fly. It's actually not that common. In fact, in the lore, technically only black chocobos can fly, which in this game I believe are bred by the Asgardians. But because we're the player and we get player privileges, any chocobo we have can fly. Delivery Moogle! Poopy's got me a bird! Thank you! I love it! It's so cool! Lots of favorites! Puts on hot bar. It's so cool and it's got an animation! It's so cool! Ugh. Thank you, boobies. If I recall, large chocobos can fly because we have the flying hat thing. I've forgotten what that is, but yeah, there is probably a in-game reason because they do care about things like that. Greetings, Third Promise. What brings you to this place? You've not chipped your axe again, have you? No, Master Rupley. Actually, I have a favour to ask. What do you think? Do you know of any craftsmen who might be interested? Filching my artisans for the Moblins, eh? Well, seeing as it's the Third Promise making the request, I'm willing to look the other way if one of them decides to take you up on the offer. Only, I can't think of a suitable candidate on top of my head. Who do I know that's a mastery of goldsmithing that would also have no qualms about relocating to Earthenshire? Yeah, the Aeolian goldsmith. What about him? He just got here. You met him on the boat. You mean Fontaine? You said he was employed at some fancy jewellery store across the salt. Considering the distance he's already done, I like to think he wouldn't mind moving a little upriver. That said, he only just got a new job. Is it too soon to ask him to sign a pot pact? There's no harm in making the offer. Once he hears how well the Potswan are treated, he may jump at the chance. Either way, you won't find Fontaine at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day. Probably making a meal over at that place. The Flyer Saffron. Fair enough. Maybe we should go and talk to him? Just you and me, since he knows of us. Wouldn't want him to feel intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. Two of us can handle this. Take a rest at the cabins if you like. Right, let's go and see a man about a pot. I'm off to see a man about a pig. Was that the original line? I don't remember now. A man about a dog. I'm going to see a man about a dog. Oh, I went past it. Oh no, I didn't. It's just down here. Hello, Fontaine. Actually, you're here too. The third promise said she wanted to have a chat. I've just finished eating, so shall we find a quiet spot outside? Last time we talked on this beach, you were in a miserable state. Oh, he's got new clothes, hasn't he? Ah, yes, I was, wasn't I? A lost soul, until the two of you came along and helped me rediscover my purpose. My new place of employment has been most welcoming. For the first time in a long time, I feel content with my lot in life. That's wonderful. So, what is it you wish to discuss? Well, it's hard to ask this right after you've settled in, but I'm looking for someone to become a potsworn. I've heard my new colleagues mention the term. That's an artisan signs a contract to work for the Moblins, isn't it? But you're not a Moblin. I'm not sure I understand. It's for a feat in the rite of succession. I need to bring a new potsworn to Earthenshire. So that is the way of it. We've barely met, and after pushing you to work at this place, I'm now demanding you throw that away and sign a pot pact instead. It's a selfish request, I know. I have something to tell you, Third Promise. The other day, I completed the necessary procedures for immigration. I'm pleased to say I'm now an official subject of Tuliala. I've since endeavoured to learn what I can of my new nation, beginning with the right of succession and its claimants, including you, of course. I'm gonna need to level a melee class, probably Viper. Oh? How come? I'm still surprised you don't level Ninja, because Fireball. You will recall it was my father's example which led me to pursue goldsmithing. He was at East End when Garlean forces laid siege to the settlement, and in the ensuing chaos he was slain. War took him from me in an instant, the man I loved and admired. I don't wish to suffer such a loss again. Class quest? And so, as much as I'm indebted to you for turning my life around, as a fellow peace-loving Tuliala, I want you to win the throne. If I can help you achieve that by signing a pot pact, then I will do so. Aww. Fontaine, thank you. I've only a leveled healer because I leveled summoner. Right. I see. I'm guessing you want to do Viper because it's less work. I shall return to Master Ropley and inform him of my decision. Allow me, I'm the reason you're leaving, so I should be the one to deliver the news. Perhaps you remember me? Brook Evu, owner of this place. I'd like a word if you don't mind. You're Wuklamat's ally from across the salt, right? And a hero of some renown too, if the gossip's to be believed. Well, as it so happens, I could use some heroic help. It doesn't need to be right now, but it could come by when you have a spare moment. There you go. Much appreciated. I'll be waiting for you in my shop then. What a funny coincidence, you've gained access to roll quests! What a funny coincidence! I suppose I should probably pick this up then, shouldn't I? Do I need to do roll quests? Because in Shadowbringers they were mandatory, weren't they? Are they still mandatory for MSQ? Like, I probably will do them, but not right now. Well, I should at least accept it so I have it. I don't think you need to. Okay. You don't need to, but you should, because they're probably good. Yeah, don't need to, but you probably should. Figured. Something for me to do off-stream. Oh. 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 Mm-hmm. Interesting. She reminds me of Yotsuyu, based off how she's dressed. Afiyahi? Afiyahi? My secretive villainous order! Subtle! To sow discord throughout the world. What? Yeah, villains do not often call themselves such, right? Cute bun shames she's evil? Really? Nor do secret orders have their meetings in places where all eyes can see. Okay. Ninja gear. I feel like I have seen this slash own it. It is raining. Mm-hmm. Dragoon armor. Hello? Dragoon armor that I have because it has feathers in it. This person didn't speak. Oh, here we go. Doing fun camera angles to keep everyone's faces obscured. So off they go. They didn't order a single thing. Well then. It does feel slightly slapstick, doesn't it? Of just like, we're here to discuss our evil plans about being evil in a public bar. They left without ordering anything? Villainous indeed. They lack discretion, but they seem formidable nonetheless. Yeah. I suppose things like this you have to take slightly seriously. Covering a stolen relic. Ah! I'm under 200k Sky points now. I have not done a single thing of Sky Pirates once, ever. I have never done Sky Pirate stuff. That gives you the Sky point stuff. Oh, for the channel, right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't realise the passage is bound. They've made their way across the sea with their ill-gotten gains. I see. So they have stolen relics. One for each, you know, role, I would assume. Yeah, because they're not class quests, they're role quests, because instead of being one for every class, it's for each role that you fill. So, yeah, a tank, a healer. You seek someone who commands healing magic to counteract this effect. Someone to act as a frontline fighter who can distract her target while her bow takes aim. Nice outfit. She seeks a mage of great power. Aren't you forgetting someone? Such someone who can strike down their prey from afar is the only way to escape the effects of the village treasure. Did I get that? So I guess I'll be talking to the first one. You gain access to role quest Dawntrail, separate quest line available for melee, for tank, melee DPS, physical range DPS, magical range DPS, and... Okay, I'm gonna do the rest later. Oh no, melee DPS is the cool bunny lady. Neat. We'll make a cool team. Anyway, but yeah. I mean, it would be daft for me not to do melee DPS because I have My two primary classes at the moment are both melee. So yeah, it's gonna be the melee DPS one that I do. Only a little bit left. Master Ropley, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but, Fonfontaine has agreed to sign the Pot Pact, yes? While it's a shame to lose a capable goldsmith, you have one of your own handpicked to serve the Third Promise. It's a great honour for that place. I appreciate your understanding. Of course, if you happen to know another talented artisan, regardless of expertise, I hope you send them my way. Could even be yourself if you're so inclined. Hint hint, nudge nudge. I'll keep that in mind. Though my time here was brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Ropley. I am blessed to have these workshops be my first home in Tulialal. Come back to us if the moblins cut you loose. You'll always have a job at this place. I expect you'll want to leave for Earthenshire as soon as possible. I'll go and pack my things. He has things to pack. Ooh. What became of Fonfontaine? Were you able to find him? Ooh, bit of stuttering in the shadows there. We did. He's agreed to become a potsworn. We'll leave when he's ready, but you still have a little time. Splendid. We'll meet you anon. I had plenty of reasons to win the contest, but now I have one more. Fonfontaine's putting his faith in me. I won't let him down. Thumbs up. There you go, we can now unlock deliveries. Yay, I leveled up my ninja. Yeah, level 92. Only ever so slightly ahead of the story. Right then, I have something to take care of at the palace. While you can pass time however you like, I'd suggest you head back to the cabins. After all, even heroes need to rest, and we still have a big journey ahead of us. Looks like there's probably going to be a cutscene of some kind, but that might be where we leave it. Oh, I should have teleported, huh? The inn here is real nice. I did see it, it is nice. It's not really an inn, I mean, it is called an inn, but it's not really an inn, is it? They're little cabins by the ocean. They are nice, aren't they? Welcome back, madam. You have a Landsguard messenger most anxiously waiting your return. Extra of the Third Promise entourage? I've been all over the city looking for you. The Dawn Servant summons you to the palace. You are to present yourself to the gate guard stationed outside Sunhut at your earliest convenience. And one more thing, you're not to mention this visit to the diplomat. Oh. Ooh. Secret conversations, eh? What do we think? Much better than the main city's inns. Nice for a holiday. Yeah, open up to the sunny beach. It's pretty nice. Oh yeah, I did get the, hands thing? Yeah, it was a hands thing, wasn't it? Was it? Oh no, was it a ring? Oh no, it was this. I don't think I won the other one. Don't know where Foundation or Japanland's inns are, but I don't remember them. I assume they were mundane. Yeah. I don't remember them either. Which means they evidently were not in a convenient place to access. If neither of us used them, they were evidently not convenient to use. That's not the one I wanted. Sell these. Sell that. Just 1 gil. It's not even worth it's literally not worth putting it on the item house if you're gonna sell it for 1 gil. Oh, yeah, wait, Delta sold a bunch of her stuff. She had, like, no gold the last time I spoke to her. And that's why Limster is so popular, everything you need is just right there. It's close enough. Yeah, it's close enough. The Aetherite to like the market area and trading board is, I think, the closest out of all of them. People like convenience at the end of the day. Right. Comfy feather bed. That bed is not made of feathers. That is very clearly not feathers. But okay. Right. Okie dokie. That is gonna be stream for today. Right. Okay. Soon to be an old lady. I'm already an old lady, core. Right. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So... Ooh, a friend of mine is also playing Final Fantasy. So we're gonna go raid them. Wow. I'm trying to find the copy pasta. There we go. Like, we're gonna go raid a friend. We're raiding Romaraisu, who's also playing Final Fantasy. Sorry, I just hit the microphone. They're also playing FF. They're doing more current content than me. So I will probably not hang around, but we've got stuff to do, and I gotta prep for tomorrow. So tomorrow's gonna be our big stream celebration for my birthday. If I know me, I will be late, which will be hilarious. I'll be late to my own birthday stream. So, you know, that would be funny. It's probably what's gonna happen. Alright. There's our raid message. Copy that. Copy the raid message. And go say hi to Rice, who also plays Final Fantasy. If you're a big fan of Final Fantasy like me, then please go follow Rice, because they are a massive, massive FF fan. Bigger than me. It's like their main thing that they do. So if you like FF content, go follow Rice. So, yeah. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow for birthday stuff. So I hope you have a good time, whatever you get up to today, and I hope to see you tomorrow. If not, have a good weekend. I will not be here on Sunday, because it's my birthday on the Saturday. I'm having the weekend off, because I'm allowed to, because it's my birthday. So deal with it. So if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you on Monday. So take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye!